Let's check on the prop bets here on the Rich Eisen Show, okay? We had 7 of them that we threw out there prior to last week's Oscars. 7 of them. You want to hit the music right here? We all chose over-under. The first one was Jimmy Kimmel wardrobe changes. 1.5 times. That meant Jimmy would have to change out of his initial tuxedo twice. He didn't make a single wardrobe change last night.
I really thought that was going to go over.
You chose over.
I did.
And you were the only one to choose over, and the rest of us chose under. So, Brockman, you were out on that one.
0 for 1 for
Brockman. 0 for 1. Yeah, everyone else here's 1 for 1.
You're going to pick up on a theme here.
How many speeches does music interrupt? We set the line at a very competitive, spot-on 4.5. The number of speeches that were interrupted by music last night or had music play underneath to tell people to wrap it up was 4. Right on the line.
Yeah, but does Faye Dunaway announcing the wrong Best Picture winner count
It's not
this
music.
as 5, maybe?
No.
Okay.
What about Matt Damon getting music played on him while he's introducing?
But he's not making a speech accepting.
He's up there speaking.
It was a great gag, by the way. All that whole Kimmel, Matt Damon stuff last night as he introduced Affleck and Damon to come out to present. Ben Affleck, 2-time Academy Award winner and guest. Oh, my gosh.
And the 2-minute, we bought a zoo.
Oh, my gosh. It was all great.
So great.
But let's stop discussing the inevitable, which was you 3 guys all went over.
Yes.
Only 1 guy went under. That's me. I'm 2 for 2.
Rich 2 for 2. Brockman 0 for 2.
Ooh.
The number of times that Trump was mentioned by name or anything political in correlating to the president and or his policies, we set the line at 9.5. That thing was almost toast in the first half hour.
Yeah, what was the final number? Do we know?
Stopped counting.
Oh, my God.
We stopped counting. So, Brockman, you and Del Tufo went under.
Yeah.
Law and I went over. What were you guys thinking?
I don't know.
What was up with that?
I don't know.
I mean, good Lord. MERYL Streep Cutaways. We said it 3.5. That thing went over during Kimmel's monologue alone.
There was a sequence where they went back and forth between Kimmel and MERYL 4 times.
It went over in the Kimmel monologue. We all went over. We were correct on that. Trump tweets during the Oscars. 0.5.
Yeah, Rich, you really separated yourself here.
You guys said absolutely he would tweet during the Oscars. I said no shot he would tweet the next morning. And by the way, he still hasn't.
He lost his phone.
I said what it is. They took it away from him.
He's watching it on DVD.
You guys went over. I went under. Number of times Guillermo from Jimmy Kimmel Live would appear during the Oscars live broadcast. I thought all of us going over that we would lose this one. And then he appeared when they let the fans in a great, awesome bit that they did last night where fans were busted down Hollywood Boulevard. They thought they were going to go to see something. They didn't know they were going to stroll into the Oscars. And then Guillermo, Kimmel had him send them out, show them out.
And then he photobombed Gary and Mahershala Ali.
That was great.
It's so great.
So we got that one right. And then the total running time, 3.5 hours.
Way over.
Way over. And then in the same way that Lady Gaga double braved the national anthem a couple years ago at Super Bowl 50, we got double Best Pictured to put this thing way over.
Way over.
So,
great telecast, fun telecast, good Oscars.
Chris Brockman wearing the clown makeup at 3 out of 7.
What a disaster.
Del Tufo in Law, 4 out of 7 correct. And your humble host, 7 for 7. Nailed them all.
You were in your element last night.
Guys, come on. Don't mess with me when it comes to the Oscars and the telecast and television. Thank you. Don't play me off.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.